Hi guys, it is Saturday. Yay, we made it through our first week. I'm trying to record our session for Monday the 30th with our multiplication patterns exercise. This is going to be the last one that we're going to do before we move into regular multiplication. So let me go ahead and share right now. All right, so you should be seeing today's exercise for Monday, March 30th, multiplication patterns. Question number 9. The camp counselors cut ribbons for an art project. They cut 1,000 pieces of ribbon. Each ribbon is 1 and 45 hundredths feet long. Which equation correctly shows the number of feet of ribbon cut for the project? Well, if you look at that and you take 1,000 and you multiply that times 1 and 45 hundredths, what is that going to look at? Remember, go back to the March 25th notes in the stream if you need to. If we're looking for the answer or the product, we're going to be looking at how many zeros we have in our multiples of 10. In this case, 1,000 has 3 zeros. We're going to determine if we're multiplying by a whole number or a fraction. Is 1,000 a whole number or is it a fraction? All right. That's what I'm sorry, I just messed that up, but you're gonna have to solve for that one. 1,000 times 1 and 45 hundredths. You have 3 zeros. You have 1,000, so that's a whole number. So that means that you're going to move your decimal place to the right. So what is that going to look like? All right, I moved it because I was showing the answer. All right, question number 10. Marbles cost 50 cents per ounce. A box of marbles at the warehouse store contains 100 ounces of marbles. What is the cost of the box of marbles? Again, you're going to be looking at 50 cents times 100. So you're looking for the product or the answer of those two factors. The products being our answer. So 100 has how many zeros? It's a whole number. That means we're moving our decimal place to the right. So you need to solve for that. Question number 11. Which equation correctly shows the next product in the pattern? We have 1 times 67 hundredths equals 67 hundredths. We have 10 times 67 hundredths equals 6 and 7 tenths. We have 100 times 67 hundredths, which equals 67. So the next thing that we'd be multiplying is 1,000. So what is that going to look like for our answer? All right, question number 12. Bianca plants a tree at the park that is 3/10 meter tall. An oak tree nearby is 100 times taller. How tall is the oak tree? What is 100 times 3/10? And you're solving for the product. Leo practices his violin 12 and a half hours each week. He also practices singing for 3.5 hours each week. If he practices the same amount of time each week, how many hours does Leo practice in 10 weeks? You're going to need to do two parts to this problem. You're going to need to find out what is the total number of hours that he studies each week. So that would be adding those two together. So you're going to add the two types of lessons that he's doing. He's doing singing and he's doing violin. So add those hours together. And then you're going to multiply that by 10. Question 14. Greg ran 3 times as far as Jed. RJ ran 1/10 times as far as Greg. If Jed ran 25 yards, how far did Greg and RJ run? This is a multi-step problem. I want you to try to work it out. Understand that you know that Jed ran 25 yards. Okay, so you can see here Jed ran 25 yards. Based on that, it says Greg ran 3 times as far as Jed. So let's figure that out. What's 25 times 3? You'll then know how far Greg ran. All right. Then it says RJ ran 1/10 the times as far as Greg. So once you get the answer for Greg, multiply that by 1/10, and you're going to know how far RJ ran. So go ahead and solve that problem. Remember to submit, to click submit at the bottom of your form. And then when you're finished, I want you to remember to go to your Google Classroom. Let me bring up Google Classroom real quick here. It should come up right away for me. Just a minute. Bring up your Google Classroom. And then next to your assignment in the classwork tab, click on it, view the assignment, and then click in the submission. Okay. I can't do it in mine because it will look different than what yours does. Okay. Don't forget about your multiplication task cards. You don't have to do them all at one time. I loaded those up. So if you do 2 a day, then you will complete all 30 of the task cards before April 17th, which is their due date. All right. Don't forget for the videos, you also have to go in and you have to submit that you completed them. It will show me a list of who's turned it in and who has it assigned but didn't complete it. So make sure that you go back and you do those items. All right, I hope you guys are doing all right. I am more than willing to get on and do Google Meets. Just know that I'll be posting a required assignment for Tuesday and Thursday this week for Google Meet. You will be required to come into the classroom and see me in Google Meet. All right, for now, that should be it. I will talk to you guys soon in Google Meet. And I hope that you're doing all right. Don't forget to remind or message me if you have questions.